Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every
Well, hello everyone, and a warm welcome to this TSL match between the Commander Titans and the Warriors, Argoda Warriors. It is Kamran and Varun who are the openers for the Titans, and Hemant Bangude is kick-starting proceedings with the ball for the Warriors. Varun has already gotten off the mark, and Kamran will be facing his first ball of the match as Hemant will have a change of angle. Bowling. It's a very interesting run up this from Hemant. Bowls it towards the legs. It won't be a run, but a rather peculiar bowling action this from Hemant. A little bit of a stutter and three stutters before he eventually gets into his bowling release. Something that I have personally witnessed for the very first time. A rather intriguing bowling action, and so far it's been good, given that he's only conceded a single of his first three deliveries. There it is. Oh, that was very fortunate. Almost chopped on to the stumps. Nice foolish delivery as the batsmen come across for a couple courtesy of the misfield. But a rather good delivery that he bowled it full into the stumps. Kamran tried to dig it out, but I was very fortunate that it did not go on to crash onto the stumps after the deflection, or it would have been a very different story at the end of the day. But no harm, no foul, and 2 runs added to the kitty for Kamran and the Titans. Here is Hemant to Kamran once again for ball number 5. He swings, but there is protection. The long on fielder will mop it up. Only a single, so this is a nice, good start with the ball for Hemant. And a rather sedate start, I must say, for the Titans with the bat. a rather packed offside field for the left-hander. You have the third man in the circle, you have Gully, you have the cover point, deep point that's going back now. There is a long off, the only two so players outside the ring in the first 6 overs, both of them on the offside, so they've packed the offside. So it'll be very simple. Hemant will be bowling to his field, right arm around the wicket for the left-hander. There he is with his peculiar run-up. Bowls it. Oh, that's a big appeal and not out, says the umpire. So a rather eventful first over, but a good first over if the bowling side is to be concerned. The Titans, after the first over, are 4 for no loss. Mukesh Patel is the new bowler who will assume the responsibilities from the other end as Kamran will take strike for the start of the second over. It was a good first over if you're a bowling side, but on the face of it all, the batting side won't be much disappointed either because they haven't lost a wicket. And a recurring theme early doors is that a wicket always tends to fall in the first over in this pitch. So they've averted that, and now I think would be the right time for them to just kick things up a little probably. We have a long on that is outside the 30-yard circle. And here is Mukesh, left arm around the wicket, spin this early into the attack. Plays it nicely on his legs towards that fielder at short mid wicket. Trying to give himself a little bit of room to rock on the back foot, but unable to get the desired connection, so he'll only have to settle for a single here, will Kamran. That will get Warren back on strike. He's on 1 of 3, Kamran on 4 of 5, no boundaries so far. Varun to face the left-hander. Oh, a little bit of mind games here. This is a favourable matchup for the left-hand batsman playing against the left-arm spinner. Good shot, finds the gap, and that will be the first boundary for the Titans. Beautiful cover drive off that full delivery, fullish. The nice juicy half volley there, and Varun needed no second invitation to latch on to that. And he beats that fielder at mid-off for a boundary. That will be the first boundary of the innings, and they'll definitely like to add some more as this power play progresses. As here is Mukesh back to Varun again. This time plays it towards the leg side, comfortably in that arc for a single. So this is a good smart cricket. This getting a single after the boundary. Good rotation of strike as well. Oh, that's a big appeal. Kamran was trying to give him the charge, misses it completely, and the disappointment writ large on his face. He knew that that ball was there for the taking. He knew that he got any sort of decent connection on that, that was traveling, but he was not able to, and that is a bye. So that will once again bring Varun on strike. So 7 runs coming off this over. Still one more delivery left. Plays nicely on his legs, but no run there. So finishes with a dot ball does Mukesh. 2 overs gone. The Commander Titans are 11 for no loss. So Hemant will continue to bowl from the other end. Few pleasantries exchanged between the non-striker and the bowler. Umpire just playing the role of peacemaker. The chatter's still on. Still on. Here we go. And finally, the bowler going to his run up. And we can finally have some cricket now. Here is Hemant bowling to Kamran with that quirky run up of his. A big appeal, not out, says the umpire. So, despite the strange nature of his run up, Hemant has been rather impressive in his spell so far. He's bowled in the right areas, he's not given away too many looseners to the batsman, and as a result, his figures for none for 4 in his second over do justice to the way that he's bowled. As he comes back to bowl his second, here we go. There it is. The stutters, and then the release. Again, not able to get enough connection, but that will be enough to go to the boundary for 4. So Kamran gets a boundary. It hit off the toe end of the bat, mind you, but that was more than enough to beat that fielder at long on, because it was much more squarer than where he was situated. He did give chase, but Eventually, the ball wins the race, and that's four more runs. So, boundaries in consecutive overs now for the Titans. They'll definitely want to up the ante a bit more. He's trying to play it square of the wicket on the offside, but misses that one. Well gathered by the keeper standing up the stumps. Here's Heyman to Kamran once again. Plays it beautifully. Lofted drive, and that's one bounce into the rope for four. So two boundaries in this over. Kamran getting a move on. That's once again another beautiful shot. Not the best of deliveries from Heyman this time around. Bowling it a touch wide outside the off stump and on a much more foolish length. And Kamran was just waiting for that. Gets into his position rather quickly and comfortably plays it over the infield and beats that long off fielder for four as well. So 8 runs of this over, two more balls to go. So slowly but steadily, the Titans openers are accelerating. They took a one boundary in the previous over. Now they've taken two in this one. They still have two more balls to increase that tally. Plays it gently down the ground towards long off for a single. So 9 runs off the over, and now Varun on strike against Hemant. Remind you that there was a little bit of chatter between the two while Varun was on the non-strikers end at the start of the over. So be a very, very interesting matchup this. Here is Hemant bowling to Varun. Who will have the last laugh in the last ball of this over? Oh, that's a good shot. That is a wonderful shot, but that will go to the long off fielder for a single. So good over this. 10 runs coming off it. 3 overs gone. The Titans are 21 for none. So slowly and steadily, the Titans openers picking pace. They took 4 runs in the first over, then took a little more in the second with 7, and now they have their first double-digit over in the form of 10 runs. So 21 for no loss. It's been a sedate start. It's not been the fastest, but it's not been the slowest either. 21 for none in 3. The second half of the power play could probably see a change in tactics by the openers. Probably also see an increase in the potential scoring rate as well, as deep point and long off are the two fielders on the offside outside the circle. And once again, as the plan suggests for Mukesh, it is a packed offside field. You have gully, you have third man, you have point, you have mid off, and you have deep point protecting that boundary in that wide gap, and you have long off. But on the flip side, the margin for error is so low that if the batsman decides to walk across the stumps, the leg side boundary is absolutely vacant. Varun clearly unhappy about something as he's not ready to take strike just yet. I wonder what that is. He's just standing upright. And here we are. There was a national anthem playing in the background, so everyone showing respect and solidarity to the national anthem. So here we are, ready to resume proceedings. Here is Mukesh to Varun. Plays it nicely off the back foot, but no run, courtesy of that field, which is nicely placed for the left-hander. Mukesh to Varun once again. Gives him the charge, but once again the bowler following the batsman and bowls it rather well in the end, but the batsmen do cross for a single. And now it is the right-hander Kamran who will take strike. Interestingly, he scored all the boundaries for the side. He scored two, I beg your pardon. One from the bat of Mukesh. From the bat of Varun. Mukesh is the bowler. Mukesh has gone for none for seven. It's two balls into his second over. Kamran taking strike now. Bowling facing Mukesh. The left arm around the wicket to the righty. Forces him on the back foot. This is good bowling, this from Mukesh. Forcing the batsman to play off the back foot, pinning them back. And then there could be the one that is much more forward and traps the batsman in front of the stumps. That is probably what Mukesh is looking for at this juncture while he's bowling. Will the batsman give him that? Drops a shot, plays it well, but oh, that's a misfield. But there was a fielder backing him. So once again, it'll be a dot ball. So this is a good start. Good over so far. 4 balls, 1 run, 3 dot balls. Very disciplined stuff this from Mukesh. Here he is once again. This time, oh, Kamran decides to give him the charge, but once again does not connect it cleanly. Plays off the back foot. So excellent over this from Mukesh. Excellent. Just a single coming off the over. 4 overs gone. The Titans are 22 for no loss. Hemant will bowl his third over in the power play on the bounce. He's been disciplined. Went for 10 in the second over, but still done for 14 of his 2. Bowling around the wicket to the left-hander. As has been the case for both the bowlers so far. And again, this is a pack offside field, except this time the fielder is inside the circle. So you have 5 fielders protecting the single on the offside. Very packed offside field indeed. Plays it towards the leg side for a quick single. That's good batting. There is adequate backing up as well. So like I said, the downside to having a field that is so packed on one side means that there is enough of wiggle room if the batsman decides to be smart or decides to be crafty with the shot selection. And Kamran will take strike after a while, as it was Varun who played the majority of that previous over. Here is Kamran. The Titans need a release shot quickly to just ease a little bit of pressure that is building up on them so far. And just when I said that is massive and that is out of the park, that's a huge six from Kamran. Hemant errs in his line and length, bowls it a little too full, drifting it into the slot. And Kamran just goes hammer and tongs with that straight over the bowler's head for six. The first six of the innings, and it is Kamran who hits it. Very, very good shot indeed from the right hander. Hemant once again bowling to Kamran. Beautiful shot in the gap. That six is now followed by a boundary. So Kamran's decided he's had enough. And Kamran making a move here now. 10 runs of 2 balls. Beautiful shot once again. Heyman trying to overcompensate for this one, but ends up bowling what is a low full toss. And Kamran times it rather well as it beats that fielder and races away to the fence for 4. So 11 runs coming off the first 3 balls of this over. Still 3 more balls to go. Could be a very expensive over this, all things considered. Oh, he's played that straight down the ground, and that's another boundary. So Kamran dialing up the aggression here. 6, 4, and 4. Brilliant batting from Kamran. 15 runs off the over. Like I said, this could be a pretty big over, and it's shaping up to be one. And Kamran has already now, with these 3 scoring shots, raced away to 27 of 18. Clearly showing he's afforded enough respect to the bowlers, and now it's time to go after them. Hemant bowling to Kamran. Kamran's already had the upper hand on him in this over so far. Plays it straight back to the bowler. No run this time. A rare moment of relief for Hemant in this over. Probably would have been wiser to just keep his last 2 overs, probably somewhere around the death phase. But the captain felt that Kamran was in good rhythm, and giving him the 3rd over would have been an advantage for his side, but it has not turned out to be the case for the Arbuda Warriors. Here is Hemant to Kamran. Plays it down the leg side, but will only be a dot ball once again. So 5 overs gone. The Commander Titans, good over, there's 15 runs coming off it. 37 for none. Raj is the new bowler introduced into the attack from the other end. He's been entrusted with the responsibility of bowling the final over of the power play, a very crucial one. And with Varun on strike, will probably be the best opportunity to get a few lusty blows in here as well, because he's currently batting on 9 of 10. And boy, he would love some good hits that will go to the fence. Raj limbering up before he bowls his first delivery. Here is Raj bowling to the left hander, the right arm over the wicket, edged and taken. Gets it at the second attempt, but he eventually holds on to it. It was a touch wide, not the best of starts from Raj. Varun decides to have a swing, gets the bottom edge of the bat, and the Commander Titans lose their first wicket after what was turning out to be a rather disciplined partnership between the two. Varun walks for 9. The Titans are 37 for 1. Ayush Joshi is the new man walking out to the middle at number 3 for the Titans. So Ayush, another left-hander coming out to bat at number 3. It's a good start this from Raj, getting a wicket of his very first delivery. Here's Ayush. Beautiful front foot defense and gets off the mark straight away with that single. Plays it nicely and times it equally well too. So Raj continuing to bowl this time to the right-hander. Plays a nice looking drive. Will be a single, a comfortable one, that too. Swings, drifting down the leg side. That's called a wide. First extra. Apart from the bye that was bowled. Trying to bowl it a touch straighter. Went up bowling too straight and goes for wide. Much better delivery. One bounce to the fielder. In the air for a short while, but nowhere close to the fielder to be considered as a chance. But again, this is a good start from Raj. 3 runs and a wicket of his first 4 deliveries, and surprisingly done well to avoid them. Oh, that's in the air. That's in the air. The fielder comes underneath it and takes it. That is the second wicket to fall in the over. And Ayush walks back rather disappointed there. Gets a leaning edge, goes in the air for a very, very long time. The fielder composes himself, gets underneath the ball and gets his hands to it. And that is the second wicket to fall. The Titans are now 40 for 2. And we just have one more ball left for the power play to wrap up. And it is Rohit Shishadri who's walked out at 4. Raj has had a splendid start to his spell. 3 for 2 in his first 5 deliveries, still has one more delivery to go. What can he do here? Can he finish his over with a wicket or a dot ball? It's the end of the power play, 6 overs gone, 40 for 2. Deva, the new bowler, introduced into the attack from the other end. Kamran currently still holding fort at 28 of 21, whereas Rohit has just walked out to the middle and is yet to face a delivery. Plays it nicely down the ground, but no run. It will only be a dot ball. Placed across a single this time, gets Rohit on strike. Plays it late. And some misfield, and that will race to the fence for four. No, it doesn't. They will run back for two. They take three. Plays similar shot. Quick single taken. Good running between the wickets. This. That is the end of the seventh over. The Commander Titans 45 for 2. Raj comes back into his knee tag, bowls a very good first over, 1 for 7. Starts off with dot ball this time around, with Kamran currently batting on 34 of 25. Plays it nicely once again. This can be one. It is one. A good shot that. Waiting for the umpire's call. And that is given as 6. Big shot this from Rohit. On the offside. Big shot. Gets into position quickly. Stands on tall. Stands on top of the ball. And comfortably hits it over the row for 6. And with that, the 50 comes up. It's 56 for 2 for the Commander Tigers. Again, plays it down the ground. They will cross for another single. So good batting this, following the six hitting delivery with a single rotation of strike as expected. They'd like to keep things nice and tight for now. They already lost a wicket, which is Glick. They want Glick, and they went to absorb transitions and counter attacks. Beautiful shot that. Couple of bounces into the row for four. So once again, finishes the over. Big over this. 8 overs gone. The Commander Titans now moving on nicely at 62 for 2. Deva Munde comes back into the attack. His first over going for just 5. And now they're waiting for the bowler to come back into the attack. No sign of him. Now he's back, taking his own sweet time. Kamran batting on 36 of 27. Rohit Seshadri coming and making his impact felt with this 14 of 7 deliveries. That's played towards the leg side. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication, and that's a poor throw. A much better throw would have given them the third wicket, but what an absolutely poor throw that is. That was definitely out because the batsman was nowhere near. Miscommunication almost giving them a gift here for the Arbuda boys. The Titans will need to be careful that these inconsistencies do not creep up into their game, because one silly mistake, and as we've seen here, the throw would have been better. He was golfer on money, and it was Rohit who would have lost his wicket. Plays it the short dab to a quick single. This time they'll get it rather easily. They come for an overthrow, and that will be 2 runs. So putting pressure on the field with their running between the wickets. Despite that mistake in the previous ball, you could say that the throw was a byproduct of the pressure that had been generated by their quick and prompt rotation of strike. Plays nicely towards the offside. A little bit of a misfield, but that'll only be down to just a 1, and they'll come back for 2 again. And not the best fielding efforts. Paddles it beautifully. That's fine. That's racing away to the fence for four. Beautiful shot. Lovely pickings this. The partnership now slowly and steady moving well. And so are the batting side. They move on into the 70s. 9 runs coming off the over. Still 2 more balls to go. This is good batting here. Shaping up to play the cut, but the umpire calls that one a wide. He'll have to bowl that one again. Another wide. This back-to-back wide. Slowly, they were feeling the pressure a bit in this over. Trying to push it wide outside the stumps, but he's bowling it a little too wide for the umpire's liking. This was a much better delivery. This was much better. Flights it, darts it in quickly, gets the dot ball, and gets the exact execution that he was looking for. They were to Rohit. That's put dumped and short, but it will be back to the fielder for one. That's 9 overs gone. The Titans moving along nicely at 74 for 2. Vinayak Mahajan, new bowler. It's a leaning edge. That's a quick single. Well run. Very well run between the two. So Rohit has played the role of the aggressor so far as a 19 of 11, and Kamran meanwhile playing the sedate role by the set batsman, holding on to his wicket at the other end. 41 of 30, striking at just under 140. Plays that again off the back foot, and that's once again a well judged and quick single. Plays it fine. Will they get back for two? No, they don't. Cuts, but there is a fielder at third, so that'll be just a single once again. It's a good, nice start to the over. This just 4 runs off it, keeping things nice and tight is Vinayak. 2 more balls to go in this over. This time plays it nicely, but once again, oh, a little bit of a misfield. Will still be just a one. So again, good bowling this from Vinayak. Just five, from which two of them were byes. So giving away just 3 runs off the bat. No boundaries in this one. And it is ending with a dot ball. So we are halfway through the first innings. 10 overs gone. The Commander Titans are 79 for 2, and it's time for a short drink. We're back after the drinks break and Hemant to bowl out. None for 29 of his 3. That's in the air. The fielder's coming underneath it. 2 fielders converge and it's gone. So finally they get the breakthrough that they were looking for. Kamran departs and Hemant finally gets the wicket that he was looking for in his final over. Kamran never really got to the pitch of the delivery. It was a leaning edge that went high. There were 2 fielders converging in the deep, but in fact there was good communication between the two and eventually the catch was taken. So Kamran departs. The Commander Titans are now 80 for 3. Abhimanyu Khanna is the new batsman walking out at number 5. And a wicket just after the drinks break. And that was probably what the Arbuda boys were looking for as well. That partnership was slowly threatening to consolidate itself and take the game away from them, but they got a wicket at the timely interval. Oh, he's pumped that. He has pumped that for 6. That is huge. What a way to get off the mark for Abhimanyu here. Into the slot, just pumps it straight away. Brilliant shot. Absolutely brilliant shot, especially when it is your first ball. Normally, people would look to get off the mark with a single or a grounded stroke, but not Abhimanyu. He uses that long lever to great effect. 6 runs. Has he found the gap? No, he hasn't. So it'll only be 1. Hemant bowling to Rohit. Plays it down the ground. Single. Good strike rotation. This after the 6 coming off the over. So 9 runs and a wicket. Still 1 more delivery to go. Abhimanyu back on strike for the final ball of Hemant's spell. He's been expensive, yes. 1 for 38. 1 more delivery to go. Low and slow will get a quick single. So it end with 1 for 39 in his 4 overs, 11 overs gone. The Titans are 89 for 3. Good ball that from Vinayak, coming back for his second over. Again gets a good single. Gets a single. Back foot. Well fielded. Sticks out a leg before it beat that fielder. Well fielded. Good fielding effort that. Keeps it down to just a 1. So this is a good second over from Vinayak to complement the one that he bowled first up. Just 3 singles of his first 4 balls. Make that 4 singles or 5 balls. Could it be an overthrow? Yes, it is an overthrow. So it is back to 5 runs in 5 deliveries. There's no one backing up behind the keeper. So despite the keeper getting a hand to it, it went a comfortable distance enough for the batsman to come back for a second. Oh, good turn this time around. Good turn, good grip to finish the over. 12 overs gone, it's 94 for 3. Deva comes back into the attack. None for 17 off his 2. And interestingly, a slip comes in place, probably because of the turn, receiving that foot. Oh, was going to go for that big shot. And once again, there's a little bit of that late turn away from the right hander. Oh, yes, that is say it's in the air. 2 fielders and a collision between the 2. So that will be a close call. That should have been taken. That was in the air for a very long time. The batsmen do come back for 2. But that was complete chaos. And let's hope that the fielder is okay there at mid wicket. It's a pretty hefty collision, if you ask me. No calling between the two fielders, so that was another factor in why the catch ended up being dropped. Abhimanyu gets a lifeline here. You need to be careful. Yeah, going on the attack is all well and good. Going on the aggressive is well and good, but you need to make sure that you pick the right ball and you pick the right situation to go aggressive. Undue aggression will probably only cost you your wicket. So they were bowling to Abhimanyu once again. Oh yeah, this time there is no doubt about it whatsoever. That is gone. The moment it made that connection with the bat, you just knew that that was heading just one way, and that is out of the park for a massive six. That is the second six of the match for Abhimanyu. He's looking to flex his muscles out there, showcase his brute strength. He's done that on two occasions now, and he'll definitely be looking for more as that six also brings up the 100 for the Titans. 103 for 3 in the 13th over. There, once again, was looking for that powerful thump around the offside this time. Misses is at the ball, keeps just a touch low. That's a dot ball. That's in the air, and that's another six in the over. Another big hit. So Abhimanyu making the most out of the spin that is being bowled to him. And Deva's now gone for 15 of this over. Another big over. Abhimanyu is now raced away to 24 of just 11. Second six of the over. Big over this one too. Can he get another one for the culture? Again, that late turn taking it away, but away enough for the umpire to call it a wide. So he still will have to bowl that one again. Here is Abhimanyu. Thumps it in the air. Straight in the hands of the fielder. So Abhimanyu's cameo comes to an end. He was looking to go towards the offside on this occasion. And Deva strikes and has the last laugh in the end. 13 overs gone. The Titans lose their fourth. It's 110 for 4. Puneet is the new man walking in the middle, slotting at number 6. So 7 overs to go from here. They're currently scoring at almost 8.5, a similar rate that will get them to 170. 10 runs from here will get them to 180. 15 runs from here, 12 runs from here will get them to 194. So what is the score that the Titans will be looking forward to? Definitely anywhere around the 180, 185 mark, given that the ball is showing some signs of turn, which will obviously bring the opposition spinners into play. इंजेक्टेबल पेन किलर है कुछ? नहीं, डॉक्टर ही होना दे दूंगा. Here is Vinayak bowling to Rohit. Rohit is the set man, currently batting on 25. He is the one who has the onus of taking them to a respectable total here. He has had support from the other end, but he stayed strong so far. It's time for him to up his scoring a bit, especially with the new batsman coming. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. Now you can see that there is prominent turn off the surface, and the Titans will definitely keep a close eye on this. Their spinners will be licking their lips in anticipation when they get out to bowl. There was looking for a sweep. Has he found the gap? Has he found the fence? Yes, he has. That's gone to the fence for four. So much needed boundary for Rohit, who has been quiet for a while. And that boundary will definitely help after those two consecutive dot balls. Much needed boundary for Rohit as well as the Titans. Despite the good over that they had previously, they'll have to continue getting those big overs. That's a thick edge, and that will go to the rope as well. It doesn't matter how they come as long as they come. So that's another boundary. So good spate of runs coming in from Rohit now. He moves on to 33 of 22. Those two boundaries giving him the much needed launch pad for the acceleration in the latter stages of this innings. The Titans slowly and steadily making a move. They've got 8 runs of this over. Make that 9. That's been called wide by the umpire. Slightly drifting down the leg side. Enough for the umpire to raise his arms in signaling a wide. Taken the aerial route towards that offside, and Puneet gets off the mark. 14 overs gone. The Commander Titans are now 121 for 4. हर्ष भाई थोड़ा एसी बंद कर दो ना थोड़े टाइम के लिए. Mukesh into the attack now. Final 6 runs, final 6 overs of the game, in the first half at least. Puneet will be on strike after taking that single of the final ball in the previous over. Mukesh back into the attack. Very disciplined bowling there. 2 overs, none for 7. Can he continue bowling the same way in this stage of the innings where the batsman will definitely be looking to accelerate? In the air, just shot. That was a good ball to begin with. Mukesh was just inches away from getting his hands to that one. Foxing the batsman with his variation is the wily veteran. He's bringing all his experience into play here, is Mukesh. And now, again, another edge. So Puneet, in the first two balls, is made it very clear that he's unable to read Mukesh off the arm. He tried to play a ball that was straightening towards the leg side, and now he's managed to get an edge to the ball that was coming into him. So make of that what you will. That's been called a wide again, drifting down the leg side on this occasion was Mukesh. Sweeps well as he found the gap. It's well played, and that will eventually find the fence for 4. So very well picked this one from Rohit. Gets into position early, probably a touch too early into the shot, but was timed well enough and timed perfectly in that gap as he finds the fence for 4. So Rohit now moves on to 38. The score moves on to 127. 6 runs coming off the first 3 deliveries, with still 3 more deliveries to go. Beautiful shot for no run. Oh, that's a one. Oh, that is well run. Good running between the wickets by Pawan and Puneet and Rohit. I beg your pardon. Puneet and Rohit. Rohit timed that very well, though, mind you. Beautifully timed shot. Very unlucky that it was just for a single, because that on another day deserved a boundary. So Mukesh bowling to Puneet. Puneet found it difficult to read Mukesh off the arm in the first 2 balls that he faced. Could this ball be any different? Oh my goodness me! That was agonizingly close to the stumps, and Mukesh knows it. Mukesh continues to have the upper hand in the exchange between him and Puneet. Can he make can he translate this dominance into a wicket? Final ball of the over. It's still been a disciplined over, just 7 from it. And finally, Puneet manages to get a bit of bat, and misfield will mean that it goes to the boundary. So, what was a decent over so far has once again turned to be a good over in favour of the Titans. 15 overs gone, it's 132 for 4. Vinayak coming back to bowl out. He's also been rather economical with his bowling. 3 overs, none for 19. And Rohit on strike. Rohit currently batting on 39 of 25. He is the accelerator. Plays it nicely for a single, taps it down the ground. Quick single this. That's in the air. And that is gone all the way to the distance for six. Brilliant shot this from Puneet. Puneet decides he wants to join the party in as well. Stands tall and hits it straight over long on for six. So runs beginning to come at a much faster clip here now for the Commander Titans. They are definitely making themselves. Oh, good ball. Very good comeback that from Vinayak. Bowls it a little flatter and quicker. Beats Puneet for pace. As I was saying, the Titans setting themselves up rather nicely for that score of 180, 185 with the way that they're playing. Plays that one late. Beats that fielder, but it'll only be a single. That's a good shot. That is a good shot. But again, it will only find the fielder for a single. So 9 runs coming off this over as well. Still one more ball left. Puneet is the man on strike. Vinayak, final ball of his spell. Ends it with a dot ball. So it's a decent bowling spell from Vinayak. None for 28. For 16 overs gone, it's 141 for 4 for the Commander Titans. Raj coming in to bowl. He's taken 2 wickets but has also gone for 20 in his 2 overs at an economy of 10. Final 4 overs to go. Rohit and Puneet well set and looking poised to get at least 40 to 45 runs more in these final 4 overs. Trying to dab it down that third man region. Starts off with the dot ball, does Raj. Oh, Rohit trying to go for a swing, but the keeper misses it. That will go for 4. Raj is not happy with the keeper. That should have been gathered. And that is 4 bonus runs. And that will definitely ease the pressure more for the Commander Titans. Rohit was definitely looking to go for that slog sweep over the leg side. Unable to connect it because the ball kept just a touch low on that occasion. But they will still get 4 runs for that. And that, at the end of the day, is a pretty good result for the batting side, all things considered. Especially when they're looking to give hell for leather in these final 4 overs. Oh, there is an edge. So that is 4 runs off the bat for Rohit. Beats the third man. Back to back boundaries. So Rohit turning it on. That's a beautiful shot. A little bit of poise amid all the power and the carnage. Rohit showing his crafty side, his intelligent side. All he had to do was just steer it enough away from that fielder at short third. And he does that rather skillfully. And he moves on to 49. The score moves on to 149. 8 runs already in the first 3 balls. They are looking well set now. Rohit is looking well set. He wants more. And that is a well compiled half century for Rohit Shashadri. Well played, 7 fours and a 6. 50 of 31 deliveries, scoring at a strike rate of over 160. And the 150 comes up as well for the Commander Titans. Big batting display, this very good batting display, but they still have some work to do. 3 overs after this, how many more can they get? Puneet goes big. Does he have enough? No, he doesn't, but they will come back for a couple. He not time it well, but thankfully for him, the lack of timing meant that the ball did fall well short of the fielder at deep square. So 2 more runs added. 11 runs off this over, still 1 more ball to go. That's straight down the ground and in the hands of the fielder. So that is wicket number 5. And it is Puneet who has to walk. Thought the ball was in the slot to be hit. But that's a wicket. Puneet gone. 5 wickets gone. It's 152 for 5 after 17 overs. 3 more overs to go. So Atul Srivastav is the new batsman out and Mukesh will bowl out. He's been economical, 3 overs, none for 18. So Mukesh will be bowling to Rohit, who is currently the set batsman, and of course it will be on his shoulders to get as many runs as possible in the next 3 overs, or should I say 18 legal deliveries, on the off chance that there is a couple of extra deliveries that will be bowled. So 18 legal deliveries to go. Here is Mukesh bowling to Rohit. Plays it down the ground for a single. Lays it down the ground. So good start to the over for Mukesh. A one and a dot ball. Make that another dot ball. So this is a nice tight over from Mukesh, who's bringing in all his experience into play as he tries to restrict this batting card. Three more balls to go. He'll need to finish as strongly as he started. Swings hard. And that is gone to the fence for four. That's a good shot from Atul. Gives himself a little bit of room and swings hard over the infield for four. And knocks him over the very next ball. So Mukesh, on the face of it all, gets the wicket that he so richly deserves for his bowling. Immediately after conceding a boundary, and it is Atul who has to depart for four. The Commander Titans are now 157 for six. Shant is the new batsman who's walked out to the middle at number 8. All he has to do is very simple. Just play out this delivery and make sure that Rohit gets back on strike for the penultimate over of the batting side. This is in effect probably a free hit for Sushant as well, because if it goes to the boundary, it's all well and good. Adds more runs to the total as well. Plays that well. Oh, a little bit of yes and no. Makes it in time, and Mukesh very frustrated indeed, because it was Rohit who was running towards that danger end. They get the single, 18 overs gone. It's 158 for 6. So Raj will continue to bowl. He'll bowl out. That'll be his final over. 3 overs, 3 for 31. He's got the wickets, but he's gone for runs too. And well done by Sushant, giving strike to Rohit almost immediately at the first ball. A beautiful shot, and that's gone for 6. Over the roof. That's a stunning strike from Rohit. Picks the bones out of that slot ball, asking to be hit. Rohit obliges and hits it straight back the bowler's head. Six more. $165 for 7. Rohit departs after playing a stunning knock. But he's almost done his job. He's got them close to 180. Can they get to 180 now as Naveen takes strike? Plays it down the ground for a single. Raj obviously been the pick of the bowlers because of the wickets that he's taken. He's taken just a little bit of tap too, but 4 wickets. Hard to beat that in terms of contribution towards the bowling side's cause. Again plays it down the ground for a single. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a lovely shot. And that's gone for 4. What a way to end the over. So 19 overs gone. It's 171 for 7. Anish coming in to bowl his first and the batting side's last over. 171 for 7. Or swings. First ball. Every ball from here is a wild swing and they get a single for this one though. Plays it well. And that is, they're coming back for two. And they get two rather comfortably. They move on to 174 now. Plays it down the ground. Well stopped. That's a dot ball. Every dot ball is gold dust and keeps them below that 180 threshold as well. Balloons it in the air, and that'll only be a single for the batsman. Swings hard, but again only a single. This is an excellent over from Atul, giving away just 5 runs. Last ball to go. Can the Titans breach the 180 mark from here? Last ball. Here we go. Anish bowling to Naveen. He hits it straight down the ground. That'll be 1. They're coming back for 2. And that is comfortably run out. So 20 overs gone. Finally, the batting card reads 177 for 8. Good total considering everything. And probably 10 to 12 runs short, but they won't mind that one bit. This is still an above par total. The chase coming back shortly for the Arbuda boys will be 178 to win in 20 overs. We will be back with the run chase shortly.
Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters.
Hello everyone, we are back for the run chase. The equation for the Arbuda boys is that they need 178 runs to win in their quota of 20 overs. All the makings of a entertaining run chase, as Rohit Sheshadri will open proceedings with the ball for the Commander Titans, while Nikhil and Anil are the two openers for the Arbuda boys in the middle. Oh, that's an excellent start. Cuts the batsman in half. Brilliant start to the bowling from Rohit. Tries to give him a little bit of charge, but that will be called a wide. So that is the first runs on the board for the Arbuda boys. Swings well, but almost a good throw. So first runs off the bat for the batting side as Nikhil gets off the mark. Rohit Sheshadri to Anil, who will face the first ball. Good shot, beautiful shot, and what a beautiful way to get off the mark from Anil. Sumptuous cover drive, gets down on one knee. Oh, beautiful. Anil showing why February is called the month of love. Getting down on one knee perfectly and beating the fielder for four. First boundary of the run chase. Lets that one go. And the umpire feels that that is a legal delivery. Six runs coming off the first four balls. Two more balls to go. Taps it down the ground for a single. So 7 runs of the first 5 balls. Plays it well, but straight to the fielder. So that'll be a dot ball to finish. First over down for the books. The Arbuda boys are 7 for none. Swapnil is the new bowler into the attack from the other end of the pitch. Plays it straight back to the bowler. Does Anil? Again, dot ball to continue. 2 dot balls in a row. Swings nicely and finds the gap for 4. So Anil gets another boundary. Good ball that to hit under the bat in the slot, asking to be hit. All he had to do was pick that gap anywhere around that mid-on fielder, and he does that with good efficiency. So 4 more runs added to the total. Cuts and cuts well, beats the gap and once again finds the boundary. So back-to-back boundaries for Anil. He's looking good, 13 of 7. And Swapnil being taken to the cleaners a bit here after 2 dot balls. 2 good shots from Anil, one on the leg side and one behind square on the offside for 4. 2 textbook shots and 2 boundaries as the chase has well and truly gone up and running for the Arbuda boys. And that is one more to the kitty. This one is one bounce over the rope, so 3 boundaries in a row for Anil. The lofted off drive this time around. Again, not the best ball from Swapnil, who's lost his way after those first 2 dot balls. Going for 12. The perfect start for Arbuda. 3 boundaries in a row. And Swapnil put under a little bit of pressure. Ends the over with a single. So good over this first up. 13 runs coming off it. 2 overs gone. The Arbuda boys are 20 for none. Rohit to continue from the other end. Plays that well. It'll be a dot ball though. Here is Rohit to Anil. Beautiful shot. Beats the fielder. But there is protection in the deep, so that will be just a one. Here is Rohit to Nikhil. Gives him the charge, plays it down the ground. That will be a single. Yes, it will. That's in the air. Could this be the first wicket? The fielder comes underneath it, takes it. Oh, he's dropped it. Goodness gracious me. He thought he had it. He tried it on the second attempt and he eventually fumbles it on the third. Let's have a look at this one. Again, nowhere near gets that top edge. Was in the air for a while. There, one, two, and down it goes on the third. So that is the lifeline that was needed. They get a single, so Anil survives. Plays it nicely, but straight to the fielder, so no run. Still a much better over. This would have been much more better had that chance been held on to, but it's just 3 runs of this over. So a similar start to the one that the Commander Titans had, on the exception that they were 21 for none after the end of 3 overs, while Arbuda will finish at 24 at the end of 3 overs. It's 24 for none. The required run rate is at just over 9 at the moment, while the Arbuda boys are going at 8s. So Rajesh Dubey introduced into the attack. Plays it towards the offside. Is it enough to go to the gap? No, it isn't. They will come back for two. So that's good running between the wickets. Rajesh bowling to Nikhil. Nikhil's yet to well and truly impose himself into the game. But a couple of hits here and there will definitely get him going. He's currently batting on 6 of 8, as he's let Anil do all the early running. But there will come a point where Nikhil will have to do a bit of scoring from his end as well. So once again, another good start from Rajesh. Two singles of the first two deliveries. That's in the air. Fielder comes underneath it, falls just short. So once again, Anil survives. He's been a lucky boy so far. That's the second chance that he's offered in the outfield. That's in the air once again, but falls safe again. Something about these batsmen that are able to find the no man's land when the shots are not in their control. So 5 runs coming off this over so far. Two more balls to go. It's a good start from Rajesh, mind you. Can he finish it the same way? Finishes. That's a good, nice loopy delivery outside the off stump. Slows it down just a bit. Pulling things back a bit here are the Commander Titans. And ends with another dot ball. A good first over. There's just 5 runs coming off it. 4 overs gone. The Arbuda boys are 29 for none. Again, not connected enough. And this time, once again, dropped. So the Commander Titans not exactly having the best day in the field. That is their second drop catch. Again, nowhere near the pitch of the ball. And that was a drop. Running behind, yes. Nikhil, this time the beneficiary of that drop chance. The face of the bat at the last minute for a single towards the offside, the third man region. Lofted shot, beautifully played, but and will comfortably come back for two. That's in the air once again. And this time it taken. So Anil falls, third time's the charm. He goes for 23 of 16. Rohit gets the breakthrough. The Arbuda boys get their first wicket, and the score now is 34 for 1. Again, nowhere near the pitch of the ball. And finally, Kamran gets in underneath it, and his safe pair of hands ensures that this time the catch isn't dropped. So the Arbuda boys lose their first wicket. It is Anil who has to walk back. 34 for 1. Two more balls to go in the fifth over. Jaydeep, the new batsman, walking into bat. Good shot first up, but straight to the fielder, so no run. Again, one more excellent over, back-to-back good overs. There's 5 runs and a wicket of this one. Keeping the run rate under 7. They're currently going at just over 7. And the required run rate is now moved to 9.49. Makes that just a single. The 5 overs gone. The Arbuda boys are 35 for 1. So Rajesh bowling from the other end to continue. An appeal, but looked to be a bum ball for all intents and purposes. Starts off with the dot ball. Last over of the power play. The Arbuda boys need to get a big over here because they seem to have lost their way a bit in the past 2 overs or so. Plays that well, but again straight to the fielder. So good running though to take that quick single. Here is Rajesh. Plays it down the ground for another quick single. Plays it down the ground. Too long off for another single. In the air. again too long off. There'll be one more single. So runs after that early flurry of boundaries are now just coming in singles and twos at the moment. Big appeal and given. Second wicket falls. Rajesh gets the wicket on the final ball of the power play. Jaideep has to walk back, and the Arbuda boys in a little bit of bother at 39 for 2 after 6 overs. Let's have a look at the dismissal once again. Yes, good catch that by the keeper, keeping hold of it. 39 for 2 after 6. Swapnil comes back into the bowling attack. Bit expensive in the first one, none for 13. That is another wicket down. Goodness gracious, what is happening here? Beautiful ball, again nothing short, and a comfortable catch to the field at long off. That is the third wicket to fall for the Arbuda boys, and they are seeping in further and further and further trouble as the run chase goes by. It's 39 for 3 at the start of the seventh over. Chetan Dhyabar, the new batsman out to bat, with his side now well and truly behind the 8 ball after the fall of their third wicket. And two new batsmen out in the middle. Just the window of opportunity that the Titans were looking for as they look to soak and inflict as much pressure as they can to this new batting pair. Both of each of whom have not faced any deliveries, with Chetan going to face his first. Plays it well. Has he found the fence? No. That will once again be only a single. Swing and a miss. Got a wide. Plays it well this time, but once again straight to the fielder. It'll only be a single. "17 balls without a boundary for the Arbuda boys. Make that 18. End of the 7th over. It's 45 for 3, the Arbuda boys. Swapnil taking some time to set his field. 7 overs gone. The Arbuda boys are 45 for 3, chasing 178. Plays it well. Has he found the gap? No, he hasn't, but they will come back for 2. So good running. Gaurav Lolge back comes into the attack for the first time, as Rahul and Chetan have both gotten off the marks, but they will want boundaries rather than the singles and twos that they have been getting so far. He's down the ground for a dot ball, but no, that's changed and translated into a single. Tries to play the late cut dot ball. Swings hard, finds the fence for 4. Much needed boundary here for the Arbuda boys. They were looking short of ideas, they were unable to score freely, but this boundary well and truly does a huge, huge number for them, as this could probably be the opening of the floodgates of boundaries for the Arbuda boys. They move on to 52. The 50 comes up for their side. 52 for 3. Lays it down the ground. Comfortable singles. So 9 overs. One more ball to go. I beg your pardon. One more ball for the 8th over. The score well and truly under control, and the required run rate has now shot up above 10 runs an over. Ends with a dot ball. 8 overs gone. It's 53 for 3. Ayush introduced into the attack. Here is Ayush bowling to Chetan. Plays it towards the leg side, chips it to deep mid wicket for 1. Dot ball, says the umpire. Another single. In the air, safely in front of the fielder as they cross for 1. Swings it down the ground once again, but it'll only be a single. So nothing much coming for the Balasters in terms of runs apart from the singles and twos. Fours and sixes are a little on short supply at the moment for the Arbuda boys. Swing and a miss. Dot ball to finish the over. 9 overs gone. It's 57 for 3. Sushant to bowl his first over. Arbuda boys are 58 for 3 after 9, and that required run rate has now shot up to above 11 runs and over. The required run rate climbing up after every over that they fail to find a boundary in. Oh, he's picked the bones out of that one. That is a much needed 6, and that will definitely help scoring a bit. Gets into position lightning fast. waits for the ball to come to him and uses his power to great effect to send it over the rope for six. So starts off the over with a six, translates a little pressure on back to the bowler, given that he's conceded a boundary of the very first ball.
Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1.
And finally, we are back after a significant delay in the game. And given wicket number 4. That is the 4th wicket to fall. That is the 4th wicket to fall. And the Arbuda boys in trouble. There, caught him right in front of the stumps. The umpire, absolutely no hesitation in raising his finger. It's 69 for 4. "64 for 4, I beg your pardon." Raj Singh. Raj is the new batsman out to bat in the middle. The Arbuda boys already losing direction as they've lost 4 wickets already within the first 10 overs of the run chase, and none of their batsmen, bar Anil, have managed to get firing under what seem to be pretty good looking batting conditions at the moment. Rahul plays it towards his legs and gets a single, and that is the halfway stage of the run chase done. The Arbuda boys struggling a bit at 66 for 4. They need 112 runs in the final 10 overs. Plays it down the ground for a single. Ayush bowling a disciplined first over, none for four, as he'll be bowling to two comparatively new-ish batsmen. Raj playing just a single delivery, meanwhile Rahul, on the other hand, playing just 12 deliveries for his nine. Lovely delivery, in flight, beaten for turn and pace as well. Excellent bowling there from Ayush Joshi. Pinning him to the back foot. There is a plan that is being executed to the tee by the Commander Titans bowlers. Can they get another wicket in here? Can they sneak in another wicket quickly? Plays it towards the leg side for one. Rahul on strike. Plays it off the back foot straight to the fielder. No run there. So once again, a very nice and tidy over. There's just 2 runs coming off. The run rate has shot up to 12. Plays it down the ground, straight to the fielder at long on for a single. 11 overs gone. The Arbuda boys are 69 for 4. Plays it off the back foot. No run again. So the Arbuda boys now just not able to unleash the shackles from themselves. They're just playing in a shell. They're playing defensive cricket, and that's not doing them any sort of favors. That's a big appeal. Not out, says the umpire for Sushant. Rather vociferous appeal, this one. But height was always coming into question, given that Sushant is a comparatively tall man, and generated just that little bit of extra bounce in the process as well. That's a good looking shot. That's a good looking shot. That will help. That's gone for four. They'll need more of those. They'll need many, many more of those. As Sushant decides to go full, gives him the charge, does Rahul, and one bounce into that extra cover fence for four. So a boundary after what seemed like ages has come the way of the Arbuda boys. And in the air, gone! That is wicket number 5 for the Commander Titans. It needed a little bit of catching to be done, but Sushant was up to the mark, and he made sure that the ball did not leave his grasp. And that is half the side gone for the Arbuda boys, and they find themselves in even deeper trouble here. Leaning edge balloons out of his hand, but he grabs it at the second attempt, a one-handed one. He thought doing it the easy way is for kids, so he decides to go it the hard way and catches it on the second attempt with one hand. 73 for 5. Prakash Pujari, the new man in. Oh, that is a lovely delivery, giving him that flight, tempting him to play forward. The Commander Titans want to finish this game quickly. They'll be looking to wrap up the rest of the batting order as quickly as possible and gain a huge advantage on the net run rate boost that will provide as well. Good shot off the back foot, but only for a single. So that is the end of the 12th over. It's 74 for 5. So Ayush comes back into the attack. He's also been excellent, just 7 in his first 2 overs. And this is the perfect situation for him to bowl. Slip in place. That's in the air. That's gone for 6. That's gone all the way in the slot, asking to be hit. And that is a wonderful shot for 6 from Prakash. Let's have a look at that once again. There it is in the slot, half volley length. No second invitations. You just knew that the moment you hit it, it was going well over the boundary rope for 6. That will spoil Ayush's figures a bit. Plays it on the back foot for a single. That's 7 runs in the first 2 deliveries. The required run rate is hovering above 12.5 runs an over. 12.65 to be precise. Plays the paddle rather nicely. That will find the fence too. So that is 4 more. Could this be the over that changes things? 11 runs coming off it in the first 3. That will definitely help in allaying the run rate concerns a bit, just a bit though, because they will need more such overs. But this is definitely a welcome start. Here is Raj facing Ayush. Good spin on that delivery, so well bowled. Dot ball. Cut that nicely. That will find the fence too. So that's another boundary. This is turning out to be a big over. This 15 runs coming off it. Gets into position very fast here. Quick feet and good use of the wrists as well. Beats the fielder and cuts it rather nicely for 4. That's another good. Oh, it's another good shot. 15 runs coming off it. Good over this, and this has well and truly dented Ayush's figures, as he now has conceded 22 courtesy this 15-run mega over. Oh, that's straight down the ground. That's another 6. What a massive over this is. 21 runs coming off this over. Another slot ball from Ayush, not the best bowling, and beautifully picked over the bowler's head for six. Big over this, much needed over this as well. 13 overs gone. The Arbuda boys still trying to put a fight back. 95 for 5. Was a much needed over in the context of the game. 21 runs, 2 sixes and 2 fours in it. Can they use this over as a springboard to further accelerate? As Rajesh is brought into the attack. 2 overs, 1 for 9 for Rajesh. Prakash is the batsman on strike. He's currently on 8 of 4. Raj is on 16 of 8. A few overs, around 10 to 12 runs. At least they need the next 3 or 4 overs to be taken at least 13 to 14 off, which will give them a very realistic chance of overhauling this target. Can they turn the switch on from defensive to aggressive? Here is Rajesh bowling to Prakash. Plays it off the back foot towards that cover region for a single. That'll bring Raj on strike. Here is Rajesh bowling to Raj. Plays it well. Good use of the wrist once again, but well fielded in the deep. They're running back for the second, and they get it rather comfortably in the end. Good running between the wickets. Oh, that's a big appeal. But the umpire says there's bat involved. Very good delivery this from Rajesh, pinning the batsman on the back foot. But was very unfortunate that the batsman managed to get a thin inside edge onto the pads, or else he was gone for all money. That's a good looking shot. And that will go for 4. So another much needed boundary. This partnership has rocketed its way to 30 of just 12 deliveries. Can they get a few more quick runs and transfer the pressure onto the bowling side so that they feel the heat a bit? They have accelerated, and they've accelerated rather nicely. 28 29 runs of the first. Oh, he's almost got the stumps there. Rajesh has his hand on his head. How has that missed the stumps? Says Rajesh. 29 runs in the last 11 deliveries. Oh, that's in the air. Has he found enough? No, he hasn't, but that's gone for 4 too. So 14 overs gone. It's 107 for 5. The Arbuda boys somehow still finding a way to stay in the game. 71 runs needed of 6 overs. Here is Sushant bowling to Raj. Raj plays that with deft hands and finds the boundary on the first ball of the over. So the Arbuda are finding the boundaries at regular intervals now. They are definitely stealing a march in the past 3 overs or so. They're picking up the scoring, both of them. Sushant now in the line of sight for both these batsmen. Plays that. Oh, it's taken! He hit that so hard, but he hit it straight to the fielder. And that is probably the end of what seemed to be a rather thrilling fight back from the Arbuda boys. Unfortunately, Raj has to walk back, hitting that straight to the fielder at cover. 6 down now for 111. They were looking good. They were looking so good. Both Raj and Prakash and Raj. But Raj has to walk back. And now it is Anish who's walking out to the middle with once again the scoreboard pressure on them. They seem to have allayed it quite nicely with those big overs back to back. 13 and 21. But now, once again, they've been pushed back following the loss of Raj's wicket. Can Anish pick up from where Raj left off? That is the million-dollar question. $67 of 34. That's in the air. Falls short, one bounce to that fielder at long on. So Anish does get off the mark, but in a rather circumspect way. This one's in the air too. Again falls safe, and it'll race away to the fence for 4 as well. So fortuitous, but a boundary nonetheless. Prakash moves on to 21 of 9. Oh, that's picked. He's picked the bones out of that. And straight to the fielder. So that is the 7th wicket to fall. Prakash walks as well. And for all intents and purposes, Sushant has broken the backbone of the Arbuda run chase. 116 for 7 now. And it just seems like a matter of time with the commander Commander Titans wrapping up this victory. Plays it back to the bowler for no run. So end of the 15th over, 116 for 7, the Arbuda boys. So Swapnil comes back. Here is Swapnil bowling to Anish. Plays it down the ground for just a... Oh! Direct hit would have made things interesting. And they'll come back for 2 courtesy the overthrow. Back to the bowler, no run. Oh, a misfield. That will get them a single. Sandeep on strike. Plays that well, straight to the fielder, no run. In the air, taken! And that's the 8th wicket to fall. Comfortable catch. Sandeep departs without scoring. And that is the 8th wicket to fall. So 119 for 8 now, the Arbuda boys. Vinayak is the new man out at number 10. Just 2 more wickets to take for the Commander Titans. It has been an accomplished performance all around by the Titans. They've been disciplined, they've been accurate, They overcame the early obstacles in the field courtesy of their drop catches and since then have been mind blowing and safe with their catches too. Let's that go. That's been given a wide. We'll have to bowl that one again. Pierces the gap to the infield and will find the fence for four. Good shot from Vinayak to get off the mark. Nicely played. Waited for the ball to come onto the bat. Uses his wrists rather nicely there and finds the fence for four. Ends the over with the dot ball. 16 overs gone. It's 124 for 8. Here is Gaurav into the attack. None for 8 after his first over. Picks it in the air. That will go for just 2 runs. Plays it down the ground. Single. In the air towards the leg side. They will come back for 2. That's well run. So all that the Arbuda boys can do from here is reduce the margin of defeat, which will eventually help them with the net run rates. Lofted cover drive straight to the fielder, and that is wicket number 9 for the Commander Titans. Vinayak has to depart. Gaurav gets his first wicket, and the Arbuda boys are now 9 down for 129. Was trying to play it a little more towards the extra cover region, but finds the fielder rather comfortably in the end. 120 Hemant is the last man out to bat. The score is 129 for 9. Gaurav has the chance to finish things off in this over itself. It's a little bit of yes and no. Eventually, they make their ground. In the air. And that's it. It's all over. The Commander Titans pick up the win, and a rather comprehensive win in the end as well. The Arbuda boys are bowled out for 130. It has been an all-round convincing performance from the men in pink. They batted well, they bowled well, and they fielded well. And the Arbuda boys could not manage to stay on the same wavelength as their opponents. And the final score is the Commander Titans beat the Arbuda boys by 47 runs. I've been Delvin, and it's been a pleasure to commentate you through this innings. We will be back with the next game shortly. Till then, goodbye, stay safe.